everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Ella, and today we're going to talk about something very useful, how to talk about your day in English easily.
And I'm James. Okay, let's start with the morning. Most people wake up, get ready, and have breakfast.
Right. You can say, I wake up at 7 in the morning, or I get out of bed at 7:15. Then you can add, I brush my teeth and wash my face. These are simple sentences, but very useful.
And for breakfast, you can say, I breakfast at 7:30, or I usually drink coffee and eat toast. You can also add your favorite food. I like eggs and orange juice.
Yes, James, breakfast is the most important meal. I like to say, I always eat breakfast at home, or sometimes I eat breakfast at a cafe. This adds variety to your sentences.
Exactly. Then after breakfast, people usually go to work or school. You can say, I leave home at 8, or I take the bus to work. Simple, right?
Yes, and if you drive, you can say, I drive to work, or I go to work by car. For school, students can say, I walk to school, or I take the train to school.
After arriving, you can describe your work or school activities. For example, I start work at 9, or I have my first class at 8:30. These sentences are easy and practical.
You can also describe what you do during the day. For example, I answer emails, I have a meeting, or I talk with my friends. If you're a student, I study English, or I read a book in class.
And don't forget breaks. You can say, I have a short break at 10:30, or I drink coffee with my friends. Even small activities are great to practice.
Exactly. Then, lunchtime. You can say, I eat lunch at 12:30, or I usually eat in the office cafeteria, or I have lunch at a restaurant.
After lunch, you can talk about the afternoon. I continue my work, or I study English in the library. Simple sentences, but very clear.
And if you finish work at 5, you can say, I leave work at 5, or I go home at 5:15. Then, describe your evening. I cook dinner, I watch TV, or I read a book.
Yes, and before sleeping, you can add, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, or I go to bed at 11.
See? Talking about your day is simple, and you can practice every day. Even small details help you speak English better.
Exactly. And if you practice this every day, soon you'll be able to tell your whole day naturally in English.
And remember, don't worry about mistakes. The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
All right, Ella, now let's talk about the afternoon. After lunch, people usually continue their work or school activities. You can say, I finish my tasks at 2, or I have a meeting at 3.
Exactly. And you can also add small details. For example, I answer emails, I write reports, or I read documents. These sentences are easy, but make your English sound natural.
Yes, and if you're a student, you can say, I study English, I read a book, or I do homework. Even small sentences help you improve your vocabulary.
After working or studying, you can talk about short breaks. For example, I drink coffee at 3:30, or I chat with my friend. This is simple and easy to practice every day.
And don't forget activities outside work. You can say, I go shopping, I visit my friend, or I take a walk in the park. Talking about daily activities makes your English more complete.
Yes, and if you take public transportation, you can say, I take the bus at 5 o'clock, or I ride my bike home. These little details are perfect for practice.
And if you drive like me, you can say, I drive home slowly because of traffic. This makes your sentences sound more natural.
When you get home, you can talk about evening activities. For example, I cook dinner, I watch TV, I play games, or I read a book. Even short sentences are good practice.
Exactly, and you can combine sentences to make longer ones. For example, I cook dinner and watch TV, or I read a book and drink tea. This helps you speak more fluently.
And don't forget hobbies. You can say, I paint, I listen to music, or I practice English. Talking about hobbies is fun and useful for daily conversation.
Yes, and sometimes you can describe feelings. For example, I feel happy, I feel tired, or I feel relaxed. These sentences are simple and important for conversation.
I sometimes say, I feel very tired after work, and it's true every day. But adding feelings makes your English sound more human.
Exactly. And before sleeping, you can describe your night routine. For example, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, or I go to bed at 11 o'clock.
Yes, and even small details help. You can say, I read a little before sleeping, or I listen to music. These sentences are easy and great for practice.
So, the afternoon and evening are full of opportunities to practice English. You can describe your routine step by step, from work to hobbies to night routine.
Ella, now let's talk about the night. After dinner, people usually relax. You can say, I watch TV in the evening, or I play games for 1 hour. Yes, and if you like reading, you can say, I read a book, or I read a magazine. Even small sentences help you practice daily conversation.
And sometimes I say I watch funny videos online, or I listen to music before sleeping. These are simple sentences, but very useful.
Exactly. And you can combine sentences to speak more naturally. For example, I watch TV and drink tea, or I read a book and listen to music.
Another useful tip is to describe people around you. You can say, I talk with my friend, or I chat with my family. It makes your sentences more interesting.
Yes, and don't forget your pets. You can say, I play with my dog, or I feed my cat. These sentences are easy and fun for practice.
Definitely, talking about pets is always fun, and it helps you use different verbs in English, like play, feed, or walk.
You can also talk about your feelings during the night. For example, I feel happy, or I feel tired after a long day.
Exactly. Using feel plus adjective is simple and very useful for daily conversation. For example, I feel relaxed, I feel hungry, or I feel sleepy.
Another tip is to talk about what you plan for tomorrow. You can say, tomorrow I will go to work, or tomorrow I will study English.
Yes, talking about the future is very easy with will. For example, I will eat breakfast at 7, or I will meet my friend in the afternoon.
You can also add details to make your sentences longer. For example, tomorrow I will go to work and then meet my friend for coffee.
Exactly. And practicing this way every day helps you speak more fluently. You can describe your day from morning to night naturally.
Don't forget to practice questions too. For example, what time do you wake up? Or what do you do after work? Asking questions helps you in real conversation.
Yes, and answering questions is also great practice. You can say, I wake up at 7, or I eat lunch at 12:30.
Remember, even simple sentences repeated every day make a big difference. Consistency is the secret to speaking English easily.
Exactly. And the more you describe your day, the more confident you become. You can also add new vocabulary slowly to improve every week. Ella, now let's talk about more details in your daily routine. Small activities can make your English sentences richer.
Exactly. For example, after breakfast, you can say, I make my bed, or I clean my room. These sentences are very simple but useful. And remember, even short sentences repeated every day will help you speak English naturally and confidently.
Exactly. Keep talking, keep practicing, and enjoy the journey. And stay chill.